3 things that don't exist in Genshin Impact. Alice's face, Dia as a good character, and Eula. Eula's last banner was November 24th, 2021. Yes, 2021. She has been gone for over half the game's lifespan at this point. Now, it may be Hoyoverse's neglect, but how can a company such as Hoyoverse ever do anything wrong? Like, neglect the singular 5-star physical character in the game? Heavens no. You see, Eula came as an appearance during the Dragonspine event during one of the first double banners. The last time we saw Eula was during the Dragonspine event, and that's where Eula died. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm, and let's get back into it. Now, you may be saying, but we've seen Eula many times after the Dragonspine event. When and where would she have even died on Dragonspine? First, let's look into where Eula died and how she went missing. Spoiler alert, but this content is never coming back, so you may as well just let yourself be spoiled if you don't know it already, or just, Google the whole Dragonspine event. So during the second Dragonspine event, there was Sussy Beto floating around, who was actually an imposter Whopper Flower. The ending was very intriguing, and what makes it so suspicious is that as Albedo is explaining what he would do if he had taken on his own appearance, it was implied that these events happened after the Dragonspine event. But what if it was during? What if the person talking was the Whopper Flower? What if the Whopper Flower had already done this to Eula? Now, let's listen.
If we switched places, if you were the survivor, then as the abandoned experiment, the failure of the primordial human project, I'd want to replace you too. I would replicate your appearance, study your alchemy, and create miraculous life forms to divert your attention. I would wait for the right moment, then dispose of you and the Traveler, the sole person to have known your secret. And then, I could finally experience the joy of being brought into the world.
Now, let's examine where this may have happened. Albedo was impersonated roughly after the avalanche when they were walking on the mountain, but what if there was more than one Whopper Flower? You see, these species seem to be able to communicate effectively and take on the traits from the person they assimilate, truly an imposter. But there are, of course, stages to this. As confirmed by Albedo, the Whopper Flower's intention was to dispose of him and the Traveler, and learn about his language and his alchemy. But what happens if they fully assimilated with the subject? What if they had enough time to really perfect their craft and not be caught? Did you notice how the Whopper Flower imposter had cryo abilities? I'm sure that they may have innate cryo abilities, but Eula is the perfect subject to impersonate. Now, when could this have happened? Eula was with someone the whole time. Or was she? She was generally with Amber most of the time. And we do know that they went for an ice bath. We know how polite Amber is. She would definitely let Eula get undressed alone for the ice bath. But what if that's when it happened? What if that's when the Whopper Flower really struck? And what we know about cryo Whopper Flowers, they can stand on water. Coincidence? I don't think so. As the girls got undressed, they would each give each other space. This is where Eula was killed and assimilated by the Whopper Flower. If we look at Eula during her story quest and during her initial interactions with Dragonspine, she was full of vengeance. Her voice lines had flair, energy, oomph. But now, they've been rather dull. We saw her for a total of 10 seconds as she assimilated into the role of Eula Lawrence of the Knights of Favonius during the Windbloom event. And it didn't even seem like her, did it? No actions of revenge, no Cinderella-like tendencies. This is just the Whopper Flower. trying not to bring attention to themselves. So Eula is dead. And as we know about characters that are dead, they don't get reruns. Look at La Senora. She died before she could ever get her first run. It's unfortunate that they really are holding off this until the third Dragonspine event where we'll really see the tragic end of Eula, but hopefully. Maybe I'm just wrong here. Maybe Eula is inside the Whopper Flower. Maybe Eula will take the Whopper Flower's place instead. If you enjoyed this little theory of mine, then please leave a like and subscribe for future content like this. Until next time, Enigma out.